Hi, and thanks for checking out my channel. My name is Hannah, and this is Jar of Fireflies. Here you'll find content all about my life as an Orthodox Jewish homeschooling mother of 3. And today, we're gonna clean. I'm so happy you guys are all here. Thanks for coming along. I am cleaning my house today, and I thought, hey, let's just film it and put it out there. Okay, I will be chit-chatting with you guys this whole time. If you don't want to hear that, just go ahead and mute the video. But if you want to hear me talk, go for it. I will be chatting with you. Okay, so I am cleaning my house. It is super, super messy, as you can tell. I do not like to leave my house this way. I do not like to leave dishes out or anything like that. But I'm filming this on a Sunday, and so yesterday was Shabbat at the time of filming. And Shabbat just ends so late that I really just left everything out here last night. It was like 9:30, even later by the time that we did Havdalah, and we all just really wanted to go to bed. We knew that we had plans today, Sunday, so I just wanted to, just go to bed, get the kids in bed, asleep, so that everybody would have energy for the next day. So, plans. Okay, notice there's like no kids running around. This is like the best. So my husband took my oldest to go off-roading today. I'm not like a huge off-roading fan. I don't totally get it. I also get car sick, so not really my hobby, but my husband absolutely loves it. And so does my oldest son. So they went out today to go off-roading, and that made the house so much quieter. My oldest, he's almost 7. He is very high energy, and he just needs a lot of, stimulation and activity and things like that. So when he's home all day, it's been really hard for him throughout this whole pandemic thing just to be home. He needs more than what I can offer him at home. He needs those trips and outings and play dates and things like that. And we haven't really been able to do a whole lot of that. So this was a huge treat for him today to go out with my husband and spend a few hours out doing this off-roading. And that left me with a very quiet house because my daughter and my younger son are very happy and content at this point. They were very happy and content to just sit and watch a movie together. So that was going to give me a few hours of quiet because they were just relaxing watching their movie, and then I could clean the house. So my plan while the boys were gone was to just clean everything, get everything super neat and tidy, and then I could really, truly relax. I do the absolute best personally when my house is clean. It really relaxes me and just makes me feel so good. So I decided to spend about an hour or so just going through and as quickly as I could just do like a power clean on the house and kind of clean, mainly the kitchen and the dining room. But because our living room is right back there, you can kind of see it through that doorway a little bit in front of where I'm standing. That's our living room. I wanted to go ahead and just get that room picked up as well. That way when I'm walking around the main part of the house, everything looks really clean to me, and then I can truly, truly relax. So my plan after I finished cleaning was to spend some time sitting in my craft room, just knowing that the house is clean. Sometimes that's all it takes. And I could just work on, playing some silly computer games or working on my art journal projects or just, whatever, but just having some nice, true introverted time because that has been really hard to get here in the pandemic. I am an introvert. I've said that before, like in my getting to know me video and things like that, but I really need that time alone to recharge. And I have not been getting that since the pandemic started. It's been so hard. So normally for us, like normal meaning pre-pandemic, my husband is going to services at our synagogue every morning. So when I would wake up, my husband would be gone at services and my kids would be asleep. And I'd have a good hour or so to myself where I can just sit around and introvert. Yeah, I'm using that as a verb. Totally acceptable, right? But since the pandemic started, my husband has been doing his davening at home, his praying at home, and instead of going to services in the mornings, so he's there. And even though he's doing his thing and I'm doing my thing, it's not that really relaxed, introverted time because I'm thinking about him or, he might be popping in to say something to me or I might think of something to tell him and I might pop out and tell him. Whereas if he wasn't there, then I could really, truly have that nice introverted time. Are you guys introverts or extroverts? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious. So let me know in the comments below if you are an introvert or an extrovert and how the pandemic has been for you as far as that goes. Because I think it's been hard on all of us, whether you're an introvert or an extrovert. Okay, so I have moved on to the kitchen. The dining room is done. It doesn't take so long for the dining room. It's really just kind of clearing things out and then doing the vacuuming and just kind of pushing the chairs around the table because then everything looks really clean. So I'm starting in the kitchen by vacuuming because when the floor is clean, like I feel so much better. I can't stand walking on a dirty floor. And I love to walk around barefoot. You've probably noticed in my videos, I'm usually barefoot if we're home. So actually, not usually, always barefoot if we're home. If I'm wearing shoes, that is just unusual. So anyways, I'm starting off here by vacuuming, and you can see that it's a huge mess in my kitchen. But this is totally normal after Shabbat. So I went ahead and grabbed a new trash bag because I just took the trash out a minute ago. And I'm just kind of cleaning up all the trash and things like that off the counters. Like I said, I really did nothing yesterday at all. I definitely prefer to wake up to a clean kitchen, but I just, I'm also not going to stay up until 11 o'clock at night cleaning it. So I'm usually better about cleaning it up during the day. I'm not really sure why this particular Shabbat, I really didn't get much of anything done. But sometimes that happens if we're just, kind of doing our family thing and, really getting into a book or a game, then so that is what it is. I went to put the bag in the trash bag, into the trash can, and I noticed that there was some trash. There was like some yogurt and cheese on the bottom of the trash can that I guess the kids had tried to throw their garbage away and didn't realize there wasn't a trash bag in there. So I had to clean that out real quick before I got going. If you're new around here, I really do enjoy cleaning. So this is really fun for me. I really enjoy the process of cleaning and getting everything organized and neat and just that satisfaction of seeing pretty, not immediate results. I'm not like snapping my fingers like a magician, but the fact that like in an hour or so, I can take my house from, well, you saw it, to something really, really clean is really fun for me. I definitely consider myself very lucky that I enjoy cleaning, and I guess that I'm good at it. I mean, can you be good at cleaning or bad at cleaning? I'm not really sure, but I know for me, I guess it comes naturally to me to keep the house clean and neat. It comes very naturally to me, so for that, I am very grateful. Changing topics a little bit, we have solidly started school in our house. Both my kids have now started school at this point. We are longtime homeschoolers. Long time, I guess, meaning the past few years. Like I said, my oldest is only in second grade, but we've always homeschooled. We're not pandemic schoolers or anything like that. So we have started school, and that's really taken up most of our days now. Now that I've got 2 kids to homeschool, it's taking a lot longer than it was when it was just my son to do his education. So it's like kind of a whole new world for us, and it's making me really think ahead to how am I going to handle homeschooling 3 kids when they're all in school. But I guess by that point, maybe my son will be a little bit more self-directed in his learning because he'll be a few years older. My toddler won't be starting school for another, I don't know, I guess 2 years, 2 or 3 years. So I've got time. My daughter is absolutely loving her school. She absolutely loves it. I'm not sure what exactly it is, if it's the activities or the time together or what, but she just really loves everything about it. It's so fun to sit with her and do her projects and her books and everything together. She wakes up, she comes out, and the first thing she says to me, she's like, "Can we do school now?" And I'm like, "Do you want breakfast first?" She's just like, "Let's go." My son, he would put it off if he could. He's fine either way, really, but he's really been enjoying it too. And I've also really been enjoying it. I love that it kind of gives us this really great one-on-one time, me and the kids together. And I love that I get to see everything that they're learning and watch their improvement firsthand. It's been really a treat for me the past few years. And this year, so far, is no exception. So yeah, I always say that we'll homeschool as long as it works for our family. And I'm very happy to say that it is still working for our family right now. Which is very good for me to know personally because, like I said, having 2 homeschoolers now instead of just 1 does bring us into this kind of very much a new chapter of homeschooling for our family. We're now, as Julie Bogart of The Brave Writer would say, we are in the middle of the muddle, which is probably most of our homeschooling years, but homeschooling multiple ages and things like that. It's a whole new world, but we are enjoying it. We are loving it. And it's definitely part of our lifestyle now and very much ingrained in who we are now as far as like how we've set up everything. And, I'll do a video on that in the future about kind of our homeschooling lifestyle, because it is more for us than just, opening up a curriculum and doing the assignments that are there. For us, it's definitely a lifestyle. And I'll do a separate video about kind of the homeschooling lifestyle that we've adopted since we've started homeschooling. Okay, back to cleaning. I'm just starting to load the dishwasher now. I've gotten it emptied and I'm just kind of loading it up. This is probably my favorite job to do in the kitchen, is loading the dishwasher, which is funny because my least favorite job to do in the kitchen is to unload the dishwasher. So it's almost like the carrot that I'll dangle in front of myself, where it's like, if I unload the dishwasher, then I get to reload it. I don't know. That's hilarious when I think about it. But I guess for me, it's like when I load the dishwasher, then it really cleans up the kitchen, because all the dishes and stuff that are out, that are kind of the clutter, that all disappears and goes inside the dishwasher. But like once it's clean, I guess I'm less motivated, because like if there's no clutter, what do I care? It's just storage, right? So yeah, but yeah, loading the dishwasher always feels good for me. There's a little bit of hand washing to do. I like to hand wash the wine glasses, and the cutting boards don't fit in the dishwasher, and the wooden one I don't want to put in the dishwasher. My husband made that wooden cutting board a couple of years ago. It's been my favorite ever since. It's so pretty. He's very talented. He gets very crafty too in his own way, not in the ways that I do with like, painting and art journals and stuff, or quilting, but he's definitely got his talents. He's made some bookshelves for us and the cutting board. He's very handy around the house. So yay, you can see it's already getting so much cleaner in here in the kitchen. I can feel like my introverting time getting closer and closer, which is so fantastic. Yeah, still a lot of dishes though, but that's okay. So we finally got a little bit of a reprieve from the heat here in Texas. In my area, it has finally cooled off kind of a little bit. It's been pretty humid lately, but not with a lot of rain. But it's been good though, because the kids have been able to get outside and play in our backyard. We do have a lot of shade out there from trees. So especially in the shade, it's been really, really nice to sit outside and play. So the kids have really been enjoying a lot of outdoor play in the backyard lately, which there for about a month, they weren't really excited about doing it all. They just weren't really going out in the backyard because it was just way too hot. So I'm really happy to see them playing outside again. They've been riding scooters around on our patio out back and playing in the little playhouse out there. They love helping me out in the garden. I love it when they help in the garden. It definitely is a little bit harder for me. It takes longer, but that's having kids, right? But I love that they can go out there and really see, where some of our food comes from. And it gives them a better understanding of like in general where food comes from. It's not just the grocery store, it has to grow somewhere. Someone's got to take care of it, and then we get to eat it. So they really enjoy getting to eat the food that we grow out there, and they've really been having fun with watering the garden. So my daughter can use the hose to water, and then my toddler loves to go out there with the watering can. So I'll put some water in the watering can, and he'll kind of, water random areas of the garden. And I don't know, it's fun to start teaching him though. It's definitely fun. So the garden is pretty much winding down for the summer. I've had to pull a few tomato plants that won't produce any more tomatoes. Now they produce all their tomatoes at once and then they're done. I have a few other tomato plants that will still produce hopefully in the fall, so I'm leaving them. And some stuff I've just been watering and caring for and nothing has happened. Like my cantaloupe, the vines grew huge. There were flowers all over them, but then like literally nothing happened with that. And they've kind of started to burn up in the heat. So, but we're starting to get more jalapenos now and things like that. So that's fun. My zinnias have been looking really beautiful out back. I planted some zinnias from seed and they grew huge and beautiful, all different colors. I put those out in the garden with the vegetables, hoping to attract pollinators. And yeah, I don't know how well it worked because like I said, a lot of stuff just produced flowers and nothing else happened. So I need to work on that next year and figure out more ways to attract bees and things like that to the garden. But for now, they still look beautiful. But I'll probably pick them this week and put them on the table in a vase because I don't think they're going to last too much longer. And I want to enjoy them inside while I can. Have I told you guys about my bird feeder? We also put a bird feeder out front, which is really, really super fun. We've been getting about 10 different species of birds out there on the bird feeder, which has been really, really fun for me because I enjoy birding as a hobby, and great for the kids because they're getting, you know, more education out of the bird feeder. They'll come out there and they'll tell me now, they'll be like, you know, Ima, 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 that's mom in Hebrew. They'll be like, Ima, Ima, the woodpecker's there, or the blue jay's there, or the cardinal's there. Like they'll start telling me all the birds that are there, which is, I love it. There's also this big fat squirrel who loves to come and he'll like lean down the tree branch and hang on by his feet and start eating all the food out of the bird feeder, which makes me so mad, but he's also so hilarious. And so the kids and I will run out front when we see him and yell at him to go away, and he'll go away, but he keeps coming back over and over again. But I don't know, we've gotten a little attached to the little guy now, but still I keep telling, like I tell the kids, you know, I'm buying food for the birds, not the squirrels, you know. But I don't know, we'll figure it out. But if you're looking for a fun kind of activity at home for you or your kids, like I totally recommend a bird feeder. I got one, it was like $15 off Amazon. It just hangs out there on a tree. And I just bought some bird seed off Amazon too. So that's, I guess, an ongoing expense. But for me, it's been really worth it because it has been fantastic entertainment for the family. And I just really enjoy it. It's very happy for me to see the birds outside. So I'm working on the living room now. I guess I've been in here for a few minutes already. So a lot of stuff in here needed to go to another room, but a lot of it just needed to kind of get organized in here. The couch cushions, the kids are constantly building forts from, so had to kind of straighten those up. There were some dominoes all over the floor, a bunch of dollhouse toys. We don't have a dollhouse, but we have like dollhouse furniture, and the kids really love to play with that. I think I'll probably get my daughter some kind of a dollhouse for her birthday. I'm thinking about that little one from IKEA. If you guys have had that little dollhouse from IKEA, let me know how you like it. I think maybe I won't even wait till her birthday. That just seems like a really fun thing I think she would enjoy. And then there's my son's chess set. We're big Harry Potter fans here in my house, if you didn't know that already from some of our other videos. We love Harry Potter. So that's a Harry Potter chess set. We got a different board for it, a nicer board, but yeah, that was a great inspiration for my son to want to learn how to play chess. So he now plays chess, which is fun. And we're starting to work on strategy and things like that. So that's great. I'm really enjoying that with him. So yay, almost done. Just a few of those toys need to go to a different room. So I'll grab those, and that's that little shoebox there is our domino game. I went and put that away. And then I'm just going to straighten up the shoes over there in the cubbies, because if they're not neat, then the whole room doesn't really look neat. And I guess, yeah, I'm straightening up those books too. But hooray, almost finished. See how much, like, it just makes such a big difference. And then I just feel so happy when the room is clean and everything is kind of tidy and in its place, and I can just relax. Does that work for you guys, or is that just like a weird me thing? I don't know. Let me know. All right, start to finish, that was actually only about an hour and a half. And I feel like I got in an amazing workout. Seriously, I'm a little bit tired right now, but the house is clean, the kids are resting. I'm super excited. I can now take a little break for myself. After I build my daughter a fort, I promised her a few minutes ago that I would build her a fort. So I'm going to go do that. And then I should have a good hour or so to myself. Super exciting. Thank you guys all so much for coming along today. I hope you enjoyed cleaning my house with me. I know, I sure feel good now that it's done. Such a nice feeling of accomplishment, and I'm better when my house is clean. So there we are. But anyhow, if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and hit that subscription button now so that you don't miss any of my future videos. Please give this video a thumbs up, like this video if you enjoyed it, so that I know what kind of content you guys enjoy. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in my next upload.